Hello, good morning, everyone. It is day 3 in the Spiritpreneurship Summit, and I am super excited about today. I'll tell you in a little bit why. But first, I want to just talk about yesterday. And as I always say, if you haven't seen it, I'll give you a little interlude and let you know what you missed. And hopefully, you go back and check them out. So, yesterday we had nature and nurture, and also a live guest talking about community, but also self care and how we have to nurture ourselves. So, we had Cindy Olson, our environmental teacher. We had Laura Preskin, who has her activewear, Yafa activewear, where she talks about community and doing everything from the heart. And then we had Lara Friedman Katz, who is just moving every day, all day, but also acknowledges the importance of self-care. And they just worked so well together. They don't know each other, and their conversations were at total different times. But when I rewatch the videos and see the connections between all them, it's just incredible. I mean, what brought me to the States was dance. So I definitely connect what Laura is talking about. And I had to look for a new community here in the States for myself, which I can relate so much to what Laura Preskin was talking about, helping these students coming to the States don't have family here. So I can definitely relate to this. And with Cindy, because nature is, as you can see, every video is outside, and I just love nature very much, and I understand the importance of it. I might not know all the science as Cindy did, but I do definitely appreciate it very much. Which brings me to today. Today is day 3. It's about psychology. And what is so interesting about psychology, it's about the study of the mind and behaviors. And it's something that always evolves. And as I mentioned on day 1, when I started this Spiritpreneurship Summit journey, I did not have the same intentions for this summit when I started off, although looking back at the video through these conversations, it does come through. And so I want to start with Arthur Segretti's video and conversation. And we actually just had this conversation with each other because we wanted to explore psychology a little bit. He's a psychologist here in New York State, and I just rewatched the video. And when you watch it, you'll see that the intentions originally at the beginning in June, July, was about finding purpose in your own business. How do I connect to my own business? And while I watched the replay, I saw the journey that's happening already, that today is actually what I'm talking about is different. You see the transition, and I've always said the same mission. I always had the individual person in the foreground. And what I realized is why you have to watch it and not think too much about what my intentions was at the beginning of the video, but more towards the end of it. It's a 30-minute video, and you see the evolution of conversation. And me watching it, it's exactly what's happening as I speak in that video is how I got here. Where I am today on day 3 is exactly the evolution in that 30-minute video. Who knew, right? And so this shift that happened was only because I had people that crossed my path that I opened my eyes and ears to clear my message, to connect to what's really important to me. And if you heard me talk prior to today, you heard that I want to focus on parents who just have so much on their plates from being, not that the other people don't, but I know that being a parent in this pandemic and this transition from remote learning, and some of them have hybrids, and just juggling all these new tasks, these new challenges that we didn't have before, just causes us to have to take more pauses in our lives, have to just look at our lives differently and just understand better where we come from. And in this video with Arthur, we really look into the impermanence, the change, and that we have to be open for transformation. As we talked about yesterday, what Lara is all about. She's about transformation of the human being. Yes, she does it in movement to change how we physically feel, but it changes how we mentally feel about ourselves. And this is exactly what this is about. It's about us being okay with what comes our way. And it is not easy for us to just throw everything away and start from scratch. It is very difficult. And why I'm now going to talk about Ridwan Foxhall, who's the other speaker that just opens our eyes and ears to how easy it is for the children to adapt and adjust. So we can take so much away and learn so much from these children, because she is the one that creates a camp for them to explore problem solving at a young age, dealing with discomfort at a young age. And we might not have these possibilities, these opportunities in our early lives. But that doesn't mean we can't do these things today. All it means is it will take more time, it will take more dedication, and it will take times where we just struggle. We go back and forth, trying to figure out what to do better and how to just grasp this present moment more. And these two speakers bring it all together. The exploration of conversation with Arthur Segretti is more about our personal exploration. Ridwan Foxhall, she also showcases herself's exploration with those children, but she's showcasing the importance of giving this platform to children as well. Well, my task is not here to teach your children. My task here is for you to find this mindful path, this moment of awareness in the present moment, realizing that all we have is today, for right now. All we have is this particular moment, me sitting here in a little bit of cold, but a fresh air outside. That's what I have right now. I don't know what's going to surprise me once I'm done here and I go back inside. I expect something, but I don't know for sure. And today is really for us to take a back seat. Just look at how we can adjust our minds. For those who received the newsletter today, and the title was "A Healthy Mind Equals a Happy Life." And a happy life, I don't mean by just jumping up and down and just being joyful every second of the day. What I mean about a happy life is to just be content with who you are, be truthful to who you are, and be okay by just being in the present, noticing what's uncomfortable, noticing where we need extra work, noticing what we do truly enjoy and what our passions are. And when I want to focus on parents, I also know that once we become a parent, our individuality, our self take a back seat. And so today, asking you to take a back seat is to just observe. How much have you given up of yourself and pushed to the side, and you've given everything you have to your children to make them the best that they can be, and forgot about yourself? So this is for us to really just take this moment to appreciate ourselves, because we are the most important part in this equation, because if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be here. And so we have to take care of ourselves. And so in these moments where I look back at these conversations from Monday and Tuesday, where yesterday Lara was talking about filling her cup first and then giving to others, and then we had Leah Picard talking about the sprinkler, which resembles that same analogy, and but using the sprinkle as something more magical and enjoyable and something more from the heart. And so it's for you to realize that you all have this special gift that you give not only to others, but also to yourself, that we have to start taking time for ourselves, and not just to say no to I don't want to do anything else, but to just find this balance, to figure out what is it that I want and where do I want to go. So there was this moment at the beginning of Arthur Segretti's conversation where I'm talking a lot about your own business, your own this, your own entrepreneurship, and like, you know, figuring out your purpose to that path. So it might not be your business as an owning a business per se. For me it is, but that doesn't mean it has to be for you. As I mentioned throughout the past few days, personal business is what I would like to focus on in a way of a business that we're taking care of, which could be anything. It could be from taking care of your household. It could be taking care of your work and your kids at the same time. It could be finding this right balance between the two. And not to give away too much of others' conversation, but you will also talk about schedules and how they are relevant for us. And I just thought, rewatching it, at first I cringed, to be honest. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys are going to watch this, and I don't know what you're going to think. But as I kept watching, I saw the progression from the past 3 months happening in a video that happened 3 months ago. So having said that, I realized it just all comes together. And one other part that I know, especially also for the upcoming videos, and if you're watching the ones that already aired, it's to show transformation. And that transformation can be as small as waking up 5 minutes earlier every day, or doing an extra exercise every day, or putting one piece of extra vegetable on your plate. Or again, it can be very, very small. But the more we adjust just a little bit to do certain things differently, the more we adjust other parts of our lives. And Lara pointed it out yesterday as well, is about when she was talking about Beachbody, and which I also originally mistaken this by, oh, it's just about exercise and just about the body. But when she pointed out that it's about the whole entire being, it's about, yes, it starts with exercise, but then we're also giving you the tools of nutrition. And by encompassing all these different aspects of a human being, that adjusts our mental minds, our mental activities, the way we interact with our body and mind. And I asked her one question about the body and mind connection. And I know I spoke definitely with Laura Preskin about this a lot, about the mind, body, spirit, or mind, body, soul connection. And it is something we really, really need to focus on more. All the conversation from Trish Taylor to Leah Picard and Cindy Olsen so far, and I could guarantee you we're going to talk about this all the way up to the superpower with Dedu Schaller and Tobias Hofmeister, where we talk about the body, mind, soul connection. Our daily awareness is usually either in our heads or in our bodies. And we usually disconnect the two. And this summit is for us to reconnect the two, to reconnect our mind with our bodies, receiving these signals from our body to tell you, I am tired, I need a break. Or from your mind, it's like, this was just too much to handle. Let me tap into my body if that's the same. And just connecting these two again. There's been too much happening in these past few months that we had to shift. And the summit should help you to just find a peaceful moment, pause, stop, and figure out for yourself what you need. The summit won't give you the answers how to do something and what to do. They do give you some tools, some suggestions, and maybe something you thought about but haven't done it, and maybe you'll try it out. And yes, you know, it can change something. Just thinking about it can help you. So these people have a lot of positive and optimistic ways of looking at life as a whole. And if you can just pick one little thing to make you enjoy that one little bit in your day, it will shift so much. And I will talk about more of what I have in store for you after this summit and what my goals are for you. And a goal not necessarily to achieve and we reach it, but a goal to just have a growth mindset. As we talked with Lara, how she had dedicated herself to dance, how she saw opportunities to keep moving forward. And it was just wonderful. It was wonderful to see that we have this opportunity to grow if we let it. And so we are our own judge and we are our own obstacle. And the only reason we can't go somewhere is because of ourselves. Nobody else is doing it for us or is telling us not to. So I let you go. Have a wonderful day. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart, and just observe your life and see what there is you could adjust. So go enjoy Ridwan Foxhall and Artistic Reddit's videos. And I cannot forget to tell you that tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have Cindy Olsen here for a Q&A. So if you watched her videos and you have lots of questions or you just wanted to come in and hear more about how to do things, because I attended one of her mindful well, it was a twilight meditation, they called it, and it was like a part of Kripalu's part of exploring nature. And so I experienced one of them. I definitely have some question of my own, and I would love for you to hop on there. I will share with you the Zoom link so you can come on here in case it doesn't work on this live on Facebook. So can't wait to see you. And if you have any questions ahead of time, feel free to post them on the Spiritpreneurship Summit group. And yes, see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. on this introduction for day 4, or tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Come over, check it out, and I'm sure you're going to learn even more. All right, thank you so much for listening. Bye.